Could you imagine a gold coin that was minted not in tens of millions, not in hundreds of millions, but in a billion pieces? If you could, you might name it a true sovereign among gold coins of the world. Word sovereign in precious metals and numismatic circles denotes a famous and very popular series of gold coins that was introduced in 1817 and is still in production to this day. Interesting fact about this coin is that it was meant to have a value of exactly 1 British pound sterling, which is also contemporary British currency unit. However, due to debasement of the paper money, British pound sterling worths today only a small fraction of the value of the sovereign gold coin. The sovereign gold coin weighs 7.98 grams. It is produced out of 22-karat gold, which is 91.67% pure. The content of fine gold is thus 7.32 grams, or little less than 1/4 ounce. The sovereign is one of the most widespread and recognizable historical gold coins out there. There was a time in its 200 years old history when people started to counterfeit the original because British government ceased to produce them, and the demand for the coin was still tremendous. That fact moved the authorities of the United Kingdom to reintroduce the official series of the coin because they feared the already available sovereigns that were in circulation around the world might fall into disrepute due to excessive amount of counterfeits. How did the name sovereign came to be? This gold coin was named after an older sibling, the sovereign gold coin that was minted and circulated in 15th, 16th, and early 17th centuries. The two different series of the sovereign gold coins are distinguished by the fact that the older coins were about 2 times larger in terms of gold content than the contemporary sovereigns. But they share the same name because traditionally they both bear the figure of the British monarch that ruled at the time of the coin's production. It is estimated that the total number of sovereign gold coins ever produced in the course of 200 years is about 1 billion. However, not all of the produced coins survived to this day. In the 19th century, it was a practice for worn-out gold coins to be withdrawn from the circulation. They were then melted, recoined, and brought back to the market as new. In the 20th century, similar fate hit otherwise perfectly preserved coins whenever they were used for trading with the United States. Private ownership of gold was outlawed and prohibited in the US from 1934 until 1975. So all gold coins that came into the country, including British sovereigns, were melted and cast into gold bars. Through this means, some of the famous years of sovereigns were brought into complete extinction. At its peak, the sovereign gold coins were produced at a total of 7 different mints around the world in the UK, Australia, Canada, South Africa, and India. By the mid-50s, the production has ceased, but it started again in 1957. Now let's talk about the design of the coin. The most prominent feature of the design, which repeats in the majority of issues of the sovereign gold coin, is a portrayal of Saint George on the horse killing a dragon, engraved by Italian medalist Benedetto Pistrucci. This design was so successful that was later used on other British coins, including half sovereign and crown. During the 19th century, other reverse designs were used, which all included crowned shield. although earlier issues of sovereigns with Queen Victoria also had crown shield on the reverse. During her reign, St. George returned to the reverse and remained there to this day. Obverse depicts the profile of a monarch that was in power at the date of issuance, beginning with George III and followed by George IV, William IV, Victoria, Edward VII, George V, George VI, and finally Elizabeth II. It is worth mentioning that there is another series of gold coins with practically the same design as sovereigns. They contain exactly half of the gold content of regular sovereigns. They are thus named half sovereigns. They were introduced into circulation at the same time, but half sovereigns today are not as widespread as they have been in previous times. Thank you for watching this video. Please like it, share it, and subscribe to our channel, which will encourage us to make more videos like this. If you want to purchase sovereign gold coins, please visit the webpage on the screen where you will see the list of trustworthy and reliable gold bullion and numismatic dealers around the globe. Thank you and goodbye.